Yusuf, Honorable Tasarajan Pillai Chidambaram, Minister of Information and Communication Technology, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Information and Communication Technology, Mr. Takrim Al-Tuhami, the General Manager, Middle East and Africa, IBM, Mr. Jean-Christophe Unedze, the General Manager, Central East and West Africa, IBM Middle East and Africa region. I hope that I have properly given the exact naming. My friend is Mr. Yusuf Asenji, the Territory Sales Manager of IBM, all the staff, local and foreign staff of IBM, Mr. Sanjay Banjan, the officer in charge of the National Computer Board, representatives of public and private sector organizations. I can see my good friend Ashwin Kisuna, Mr. Maurice, the representatives of the Ministry of ICT, the representatives of the Board of Investment. All protocols observed, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm truly honored to address you this morning on the occasion of the Smarter Government Seminar organized jointly by IBM and the National Computer Board. Allow me to first of all wish Big Blue, as we affectionately call IBM, happy 100th anniversary. Although you celebrated your anniversary last year, in June last year, but for having the 100th anniversary, it's not too late to wish you happy anniversary again. A company that has remained at the forefront of technological development and innovation and has risen above several global recessions, technological shifts, and intense competition. Allow me also on a now personal note to depict my admiration for IBM, in fact which dates back to more than some 25 years ago, when in my early days of my university studies, we learned the hard way computer engineering principles and concepts on amazing IBM machines, which were in fact the only ones that existed at the university at that time. Throughout the years, IBM in fact has had not only an indelible impact on the personal and professional upliftment of individuals of our country, but had an impact on organizations in terms of enabling them to adopt the best of the breed technology. This is why, when IBM approached us to co-organize today's event, we felt honored to be associated, and we spontaneously concurred to the idea. So we are very grateful to IBM to have thought of the National Computer Board to co-organize today's event. Ladies and gentlemen, the distinguished presence of the Honorable Minister of Information and Communication Technology at today's joint NCB-IBM event bears testimony of the strong and mutually beneficial relationship that exists between government and IBM. In fact, the strong presence of global ICT companies like IBM in Mauritius exemplifies the potential of our country to become a regional leader in the field of ICT. Their presence, in fact, provides our country with a convincing and credible selling point to attract inward investment, particularly at a juncture where other sectors of our economy are being affected as a result of the euro crisis, which is hitting Mauritius frontally. IBM can also become a torchbearer for our local enterprises as well as our institutions like the National Computer Board, Enterprise Mauritius, the Board of Investment, the State Informatics Limited, with a view to assist in exploiting the huge business potential of the growing African market in areas in which we have a first mover advantage, like, for example, the setting up of data centers, for the provision of cloud computing services, and the provision of consultancy services. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me now to make some humble suggestions on how to further strengthen the IBM-NCB relationship. Firstly, NCB would wish, as it is doing in the case of Microsoft and Cisco, amongst others, to partner with IBM in our Technopreneur program, which is, as you may be aware, provides for free software tools, training and support to startups and all those who wishes to set up an ICT venture. We do understand that IBM has an appropriate scheme that would fit our Technopreneur program. We would also wish IBM to conduct technology refresh programs for our staff, to allowing them to keep abreast of latest developments and trends in this fast-moving field of ICT. We would welcome the strong presence of IBM in our activities and events having national and regional importance, like the annual Infotech exhibition, which is in fact the largest ICT event in Mauritius and throughout IT, which will be held in the month of May this year. The annual B2B event, jointly organized by industry associations. The presence of IBM would also add value at our annual International ICT PPO conference that will be organized in September this year by the Ministry of Information and Communication Technology. Ladies and gentlemen, before ending, I wish to seize this opportunity to thank all those who organized today's event. Yusuf, Umesh, the local IBM and foreign team, as well as the NCB team, Sanjay Banjan, the officer in charge of the NCB, and his capable team. Last but not the least, I would wish to express my deep gratitude to the Honorable Minister for having kindly accepted to grace today's function. I hope that you will find the presentations and discussions that will follow pertinent and useful. I wish the Smarter Government Seminar all the success it deserves. Thank you for your attention.